Well, a former Austin police detective still facing the possibility for federal prosecution in a manslaughter case.
Charles Kleinert shot and killed Larry Jackson Jr. in July of 2013. The case went before a federal appeals court in New Orleans today. The three-judge panel must decide if Kleinert has immunity against the charge because his attorneys argue he was working on an FBI task force at the time of Jackson's death. As KXAN's Brittany Glass explains, it's been a long legal process.
It all started with a bank robbery investigation July 2013. Then Detective Charles Kleinert was part of a federal team looking into the robbery at the Benchmark Bank in the 1500 block of West 35th Street. Police say Larry Jackson Jr. tried to get inside the bank, then ran from the detective trying to question him. A chase followed, ending in a struggle between the two men under the Shoal Creek Bridge. Kleinert's gun discharged once, striking Jackson in the back of the head, killing the unarmed man. The detective claims his gun accidentally went off. It's been a back and forth debate over the charges against Kleinert and where the case against him should be tried. In May 2014, a Travis County grand jury indicted the former detective on manslaughter charges. A federal judge later dismissed that indictment, saying Kleinert was immune to state prosecution because he was part of that federal task force. The state is appealing that action with the hope Kleinert will still be subject to federal prosecution.
That's also the hope for Jackson's parents. Today's oral hearing will decide the following question. Should the district judge's order that Kleinert has immunity be reversed or upheld? I spoke with the family's attorney this afternoon, who says the family is still fighting for justice. What would the family want for this ruling to happen?
Well, of course, we want the ruling reversed. We believe that the judge's ruling was flawed at a number of levels, and we believe that Charles Kleinert should be prosecuted just like any other regular citizen would have been in this situation. It is very unfortunate, and it's candidly a disgrace that he was let off for what we believe was a murder of Larry Jackson due to some goofy legal technicality.
You, the family of Larry Jackson Jr., still maintaining that this was a wrongful death?
Absolutely. The city of Austin paid over $2 million to settle the civil case, which was the largest settlement in the history of this city. We feel that was proper compensation. And the truth is, a city does not pay $2 million if it was not a wrongful death. The city has admitted this was a wrongful death. This was a clear-cut case of excessive force. And it's very unfortunate that this happened because someone's no longer here due to the reckless and criminal actions of an Austin police officer.
The Austin Police Association also keeping their eye on today's hearing. President Ken Cassidy was there in New Orleans to support the former detective. He spoke to me over the phone, saying this is not only a tragedy for the Jackson family.
Has lost their father and their breadwinner, and I realize that Officer Kleinert is still alive and still able-bodied, and it's not merely what the Jackson family has had to go through, but it really is a tragedy for both sides.
It now becomes a waiting game. The Fifth Circuit panel of judges will decide within the next week or 2 months whether the former detective should be held criminally responsible. Now, the family's attorney tells me, regardless of what happens today and the decision that is made, they don't believe this is truly over.
Brittany, thank you. We checked to see who's paying for Kleinert's legal fees. According to Ken Cassidy, the Combined Law Enforcement Associations of Texas is paying for his court expenses.